While making her rounds, the doctor suddenly noticed that the pulse oximeter had slipped off the boy's finger. She figured he'd accidentally knocked it loose, so she walked over and clipped it back on. The next second, the monitor alarm screamed to life. She grabbed his hand immediately. It was ice cold. No pulse. She hit the emergency call button, started CPR, and shouted for backup all at once. A nurse ran into the neighboring room and told the doctor that the boy in the observation room had gone into cardiac arrest. That's when Dr. Ethan realized it. The charge nurse had told him earlier there was a 16-year-old car accident victim resting in the observation room, but at the time, he'd been in the middle of a life-or-death resuscitation and had completely forgotten. The thing was, the boy had seemed fine when he first came in. He'd called his mom. He'd even played games on his phone for a while before suddenly losing consciousness. Ethan sprinted into the observation room. The female doctor was still pressing hard on the boy's chest. Guilt hit him like a ton of bricks. All he could think was, please let this kid make it, because if he didn't, Ethan knew he'd never forgive himself. But the boy didn't make it. When his mother arrived at the hospital, she couldn't accept it. Her son, the same boy she just talked to on the phone, was gone. Grief gave way to white-hot fury. She called for the hospital director. That's when everyone learned who she really was. She wasn't just a grieving parent. She was a state legislator who controlled the hospital's budget approval. The director stepped forward to smooth things over, but she wasn't having it. She demanded to know why no doctor had checked on her son immediately. She was convinced it was negligence that they'd left her son alone to die. Ethan felt sick hearing it. If he'd just paid a little more attention, maybe the boy would still be alive. Just as she was about to announce she'd be suing for malpractice, the head of the trauma center walked in. He got straight to the point. Her son wasn't ignored, he was triaged. In the ER, it's not first come, first served. The most critical patients get treated first. The same ambulance that brought your son also brought 2 other patients, he said. One had a ruptured spleen and liver. The other arrived with no heartbeat. If you were the doctor, who would you treat first? He wasn't done. One more thing, those 2 patients were government employees who, during working hours, happened to be with your son. That doesn't exactly sound like official business. If you want to take this to court, you're going to have to answer all of that in front of everyone. The color drained from her face. In the end, she left the hospital without a word, taking her son's body with her.